My name's Christine Umutoni. I'm the UN Resident Coordinator for Mauritius and Seychelles. I'm from Rwanda. I am Rwandese, though I was born in exile when I was a refugee. I was a refugee in Uganda, where my parents had run after the war in Rwanda in the 50s. Being a refugee is like being a second-hand citizen. You don't have your full rights. The rights belong to the owners of the land, and you always come second. My parents, of course, were very poor, from a refugee camp. Even when my father found a small job, could not afford to pay for all the children. And so at some point I was told that I would be the one dropping out of school, and my brother would continue because he couldn't pay for both of us. I remember I sort of regained my confidence and I said, let me just give it a shot. After, when I was in university, my parents were forced back to the refugee camps because the government in Uganda then harassed Rwandese and they pushed them back in the camp. So I spent a whole year not knowing where my parents are. In my first year of university, when it was time to close school, everybody was going home and I sat there not knowing where to go. So I went to the streets, I sat down and started crying. Everybody's going home and I don't know which home to go to. My parents have been forced in the refugee camps, I don't know where they are. Fellow students and teachers organized for UNHCR to come and pick me and take me throughout the camps in the country to try and locate my parents. So I found them in a tent in a makeshift place. I saw them where they are. That put a huge question mark in my mind because I was grown now and I could ask, why are we going through these circumstances? So being a young refugee is very testing, and I think for every child or every person struggling in any way, could be a refugee, could be in any way, being persistent, not giving up, taking a step, however small, moving in the right direction is the key to everything. Young people tend to give up sometimes easily, overwhelmed. I think if you don't let the moment overwhelm you and know it's temporary, every situation is temporary. Even being a refugee is temporary. You're placed in a place and tomorrow you'll be in a different place. So if you can just be patient and be resilient, I think you could see the next future. And this is my main message to the young people. You have a long future ahead of you. Let not moments of challenges, of problems distract you from your main direction and vision. I would like to really thank UNHCR for the great job they do focusing on refugees, because they do great work in raising people who are otherwise hopeless and stateless.
Refugees' rights are human rights too. Christine Umutoni's story of rising from a refugee camp to become a leader for human rights within the United Nations is astounding. It shows that if you really want something, you can succeed. The MIC Africa is helping to sensitize the new generation on the importance of including refugees in economic development. By supporting digital inclusion, your show and application are also giving young refugees the tools to tell and amplify their stories to the world, to generate new incomes and educate themselves and the public in the spirit of the Sustainable Development Goals, and promote lifelong learning opportunity for all.